everyone, it's Elizabeth from Fern Creek Stickers, and I am here to do my monthly plan with me for the month of April. So I have the kit, the monthly kit for the A5 Erin Condon planner, and I also have the notes page for it, and then I have the transaction log. So I'm not making A5 budget stickers anymore, but this is the 7x9 one, and I can just trim it down because for keeping track of my allowance, I don't really need the date part, so I can cut that off and trim this to make it work. So and I've already figured out what habits I want to track for April and written them in here. So let's get started with laying out the monthly part of it. So I feel like I say this every month, but like I can't believe that it is April already. And oops, I just like on the plastic here, my whiteout totally slipped and it just went over the edge. I'll have to like go back with an X-Acto and kind of clean that off the tab so I'm not seeing that all the time. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like the year is kind of already flying by, although we still have 75% of the year left. So there's still lots of 2022, but this semester has just flown by, and I'm looking forward to April because I've got, if you see my weekly plan with me, is I've had a couple of big work deadlines and those are going to be passed, so I'm going to be able to get caught up on some other smaller things that I've been wanting to work on. And sorry, I was showing this off camera, and so this is my little trick for doing these stickers that are edge to edge. And April is also, our classes end at the end of April, so we're getting close to the end of the semester. I've got 4 full weeks of class left. Let's see. Do this way. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to summer, and that's one of the really good perks of this job. And that's too, when I was thinking about, let's see, I want to white out the days of the week because those are going to show through a little bit. You know, when I was trying to figure out if I want to do Fern Creek full time or stick with this job, you know, that's the problem is, you know, doing Fern Creek, it's really fun, like it's really fun work, and where you sort of don't mind working long hours, but you know, you can only work long hours without a break for so long, and this job has lots of built-in vacation time and lots of breaks, and so I'm really looking forward to the summer. Yeah, I'll follow along, or keep you followed along with me over the summer. I do have some work stuff that I'm going to want to do, but I've been thinking a lot about my summer routine and what I want to prioritize, and I think I'll be able to have a really nice balance of doing some work stuff and non-work stuff, and having a good balance. And the work stuff that I'm going to do is going to make next school year so much better, because I guess I'm getting on a total tangent from my April plan with me, but one of the challenges of the past few years is that I have had to I've been teaching in just totally different ways. And so I have one class that I've taught 3 times now, and it's never been like the same modality. And so I've essentially had to redesign the class every time. And now next year we're changing it again because it was a large lecture class, and now we're splitting it into smaller sections, which is good, and I'm really excited about that. But it means I'm going to need to make some changes again. I can build off a lot of my materials from this past year, but you know, there's still going to be changes to make, and so getting a lot of lesson planning done and hopefully getting that class planned out really well and being able to feel like I can stick with those lesson plans for the next few years will be a big help. Actually, I want to do this. I want to start this on the other side. So anyway, I am looking forward to summer, but there's also stuff that I'm looking forward to in April as well. So for Easter, we're going to have like Brian's whole extended family come for, wait, no, I want to start on this side. I need to start on the corner. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, so we're going to have Brian's whole extended family come for Easter. And so I'm really looking forward to being able to host people in our new house. So they're mostly in Atlanta. There'll be a couple people coming from Nashville, but it's one where we're used to just going to Atlanta for everything. And, you know, it's about a 2-hour drive, so it's not a bad drive. You know, we're always happy to go see family, but both Brian's mom and sister they're happy to not host. Hosting is not their favorite thing, but they do host family things because that's important, and Brian's family likes to get together a lot. And previously, one of Brian's aunts and uncles would host things, but they moved to Florida. So both Brian's sister and his mom would much rather have us host and drive to Alabama than them host and us drive to Georgia. And that's fine with me because I like hosting things. So I would much rather host and not have to drive to Atlanta. So it really is a win-win situation for everybody. But I'm really excited to host people and to make a big meal. And that's the kind of thing that I love. And I think I've done a pretty good job doing that still. Sorry, I'm showing you pulling these off camera, but I just ripped this. Doing a little sticker surgery. Okay. So, and I think that I've done a pretty good job hosting people anyway, despite living in small spaces for a long time, but there still is a lot that, like, it's just so much easier to host people when you've got more space and a bigger kitchen. So I'm really, really looking forward to having Brian's family come. The only thing that's going to be a little interesting is we do not have a dining room table yet, and figuring out where we're going to seat everyone is going to be a little bit of an adventure. So, but we'll figure it out. You know, we'll figure it out. Okay, so now I have to figure out, how do I put these down for a Monday start? So yeah, so we're going to have people for Easter, which I'm looking forward to, and then we're also going to have a party for Brian's 50th anniversary later in the month, which will also be fun, so, and a good celebration. So there's definitely some good family stuff to look forward to this month. And also, too, I'm hoping we can go to, so there's a park called Callaway Gardens that's like just over the border in Georgia. It's about an hour away. And there's a little gap there, but I'm not going to deal with it. I don't feel like picking up that sticker. And so at Callaway, they have tons of flowers, and they're really known for their azaleas. And this time of year, they just have tons of azaleas in bloom. And so one of our favorite things to do is to go and rent bikes at Callaway and bike around and look at the flowers. And it's going to be time to do that really soon. And I'm excited about that because I always love going to Callaway, and especially when all the flowers are in bloom, because that's, like, right now on campus, one of my favorite things is that there are all of these banks of azaleas. They're like 100 feet long of all of the same kind of azalea. And they're, right now is the time when they're in bloom. And it's just stunning to see like 100 feet long of pink azaleas or whatever. So also I forgot to put the Sunday sticker down. I was confused. I was like, Easter is on a Sunday, but I do not see Sunday here. So anyway, there's lots of nice springtimey things, and the weather is, you know, the weather is getting really nice here in Alabama now. Although I was texting my sister the other day, and she was like, it was snowing in Chicago, and she was not happy that I was telling her about nice things in Alabama. So then I told her about my recent unfortunate event in Alabama, which is that yesterday morning I almost stepped on a scorpion. And scorpions aren't a huge issue here, and the scorpions that we have they're little ones. They're like an inch or two long. They're not like the big ones that you get in Arizona. They're little black ones, and you know, but they still really, I've not experienced this personally, but I know from talking to other people, you know, they still hurt if you get at the wrong end of one. And so anyway, I got up yesterday morning, and I, you know, kind of blearily, right after you get up, stumble to the bathroom kind of thing. And then I am in the bathroom on the toilet, and I'm looking back at the bathroom door, and there was something on something black on the like floor right by the entrance to the door, and I'm like, that looks like a scorpion. And oh shoot, I put this on the wrong day. I was like, that looks a lot like a scorpion, and it was. And I'm sure that I just was not paying attention at all, because I, you know, don't feel like I usually need to look where I'm walking when I go into the bathroom in the morning. So I'm sure I was just totally oblivious and almost stepped on it coming in. And of course, by the time I went and got the vacuum cleaner, it had run away. So now there's just a scorpion loose in the house somewhere. But probably what's going to happen, honestly, is it will just die somewhere, I mean, which is sad, because actually we found them a couple times at the condo, and Brian would always take them outside because apparently they eat bugs, so they are good to eat bugs. So I can't fault them for that, but mostly though we just find dead scorpions, and So this one probably just ran away and we will find dead somewhere, but I'm still a little bit scared. And every time I put on my slippers, I check inside to make sure there's no scorpion. Okay, I'm gonna put the dots down. I will speed you through this since this is not the most interesting part, and I'll meet you back here to put my plans in. All right, I've got my date dots down now. And actually, I have kind of surprisingly few things planned at this point for April. So let's see, I've got, I was starting to write the date in there instead of the time. Okay, so I've got a meeting with my grad student. And then I have a doctor's appointment. And then I've got things at really weird specific times at 10:20 and 12:40. And I've realized it's nice, I like to write these all in first and then let them dry and then stick them on, because this pen does take just a few seconds to dry. And then I'm gonna observe a colleague's teaching. And that's all that I have at this point. Yeah, and we will host family for Easter, but I don't know exactly when they're coming in yet. And then the party for my in-laws will probably be on the 30th, but that's still a little bit up in the air too. So this is all I have. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so this is going to be on Monday. And these are both on Wednesday. And then this is on, let's see, the 11th. And that's what I've got. So that part is pretty straightforward. Then, let's see, I always keep forgetting if the notes page, because they've switched up where it is. Sometimes I have to stop and think about it for a minute. So let's move to the notes page now. And I think that, you know, if you've watched these other videos, you've seen I've kind of been experimenting over the course of the year with what works best. And I think that realistically, there's like one box that I don't know what, that I've got good uses that I will use for 2 of these 3 boxes, but I need a third use because there's some stuff that I'll go back and fill in and other stuff that I won't. And I'm thinking actually this will be the one that I will keep empty because it's kind of a weird size that doesn't work quite as well for what I need to keep track of here. So I am not sure what this section will be. But I'm going to have here is going to be work stuff. And so this just matches what I have in my Moxie Life for my my monthly goals, just to have as an overview. I like being able to see at a glance, like what are the work things that I want to get done this month. And then here I'm going to put, since I'm trying to read a book a week, which I'm a little behind on, but I will definitely get, actually I should be able to really start making some good progress this month, and over the summer I will really get caught up. So I'm not too worried. I think I'm still gonna make my goal of reading 50 books, even though I am behind on that one right now. So hopefully, so ideally I'll read 4 books this month, and then my work priorities are to, let's see, do I have my stencil? Yes, I've got my stencil here. Okay, so I've got 3 work priorities for the month. So I need to finish the graduate admissions. I've got a bunch of old projects that I just need to send out to journals. So I want to get 3 projects under review and stay on top of grading, because April is going to be a lot of grading. It's kind of funny, I have a pretty intensive project in my class, and I envision it as a group project, but I give them the option to work individually because I know not everyone wants to do a group project, and I get that. But this semester, kind of oddly, people didn't want to work in groups. They wanted to work individually, which is fine, but it does mean it's a lot more grading because they are long papers. All right, and then finally, I'm gonna put in my transaction log to track my allowance. And so to trim this down, I'm gonna just kind of center it like this and then trim it on both sides. Okay, my ruler is MIA. I used it for something else. It's kind of a funny story that I will try to remember to tell in my weekly plan with me. So I'm gonna use this washi card instead and hope that that works out. And I'm sure the ruler is around somewhere. I just am not seeing it right off. Okay, that actually worked out quite well. And then, I know my X-Acto is uncapped, don't come after me. Okay, yeah, and then I think if I just put this over here, oh yeah, that's gonna work out perfectly. And then I've got the washi tape that goes with this because I only use a few lines of this. So put some of the matching washi tape at the bottom just to zhuzh this up a little bit. I don't like that end very much. I want to trim that too. So there is my transaction log. So yeah, so we've got my transaction log and my dashboard and also my monthly view. So that is my April plan with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you have some things that you're looking forward to in the month of April, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye everyone.